What's going on, guys? Welcome to Point Park Esports. Welcome to the facility and our casting booth here. My name is Nighthawk, and I'm here with the special guest who you saw last week for Valorant.
LeBron, aka him. You know, I'm here to add a little bit more to this stream, a little bit more that this guy next to me cannot have.
Man, bullying me already. Anyway, speaking of bullying, let's talk about the fact that Point Park is 2-4, and if they win tonight, or even if they lose tonight, they are in playoffs. So the Valorant team has made the playoffs. So that's two teams, Valorant and Point Park Gold for the Rocket League team. We have no idea if Point Park Green has made it in. There's like a four-way tie for like 5th. So, but moving on, Point Park University is 2-4 this year, and they are playing against Florida International, which is 5-1. They're one of the better teams. They're second place in their division, in the East 3 division. Who played last week for Point Park University? Who did they play?
Last week we played. Who did we play last week?
I think it was Cleary.
It was Cleary. Yeah, Cleary University last week. Fortunately, we did not come out with the W, but hopefully we can get it this time, you know?
Player of the game last week was Clark. Man had a 29 bomb, almost 30 in that second game on Icebox. Like I said, when it comes to Clark, he is magnificent on Icebox. Speaking of which, I think Florida International last week, they didn't have a match, so they are coming off of a bye, so they're a little rusty. So I'm thinking that we might pull off an upset.
A little rusty. They need to get some WD-40 out.
Spray that all over the gears. Speaking of gears and speaking of turning the gears, let's talk about our sponsor today. What is our sponsor today?
Today our sponsor is Red Bull, as every stream.
Red Bull gives you wings in that way. If you don't say the wings, then you get copyrighted.
That is, you know,
that is true. That's true. Actually, Lynette brought that up last stream.
That wasn't Lynette.
Anyways, moving on. Speaking of moving into things, Point Park is moving into the summer where we are going to be done with the spring semester. This is the last stream for the Valorant team for the regular season, by the way. And this is the last stream for regular season until we move on to playoffs, where you'll see Team Gold and Valorant, of course. But moving on from that, Point Park is looking to recruit for our esports teams. We're looking for new League players, new Valorant players, new Rocket League players, and of course new crew members. If you are watching the stream and would love to join an esports program, contact Chris Gall at Seagull, CGAUL at pointpark.edu, and he will email you right away about any positions that we have here at Point Park Esports. Well said.
Well said.
Yes,
well
sir. Speaking of that, let's move on to our players. Talk about the lineup tonight. Let's talk about the lineup tonight. Yes, sir. And everyone is sit down and situated, except for there's one person that's not there. There's one person that's not here today, and that's Muzzled Yeti. Muzzled Yeti is not going to be playing tonight. It's going to be Mona for the first time in a long time.
Oh.
Interesting.
I don't know where he's at, but
he has class. He has class on Wednesdays. Yeah, he has class on Wednesdays. So we try to get it switched over to Thursdays. Speaking of which, there is the beautiful Mona herself. She has basically been the analytic person, pretty much giving the strategies, giving out the comms, giving out everything. Pretty much the coach at this point. You might as well.
Pretty much. But she's dusting off the top of that shelf, and she's getting on to put on her top of her game.
Let's talk about the lineups today. Who do we got for Point Park?
Today, our Point Park lineup, we have Creep, Clark, Daystar, Princess Ari, and is Curse playing today?
No, Curse is not playing today. Curse hasn't played all season, so but it's to the moon and back.
To the moon. Oh wait, look back there.
Oh yeah, I see. It's Kai.
No, I wasn't talking about that.
Oh, what are you talking about?
He's here.
Oh, yeah, Tommy has showed up.
He showed up.
There's Daystar. For Florida International, their lineup is going to be Pashita, Louie, Amanda Dita, Pudding, Lee Dolabine, and subs like Astala and Likuchan. Coach Dancing Dino 371.
I can't lie. Their names are fire.
Their names are fire, and they're hard to pronounce. Moving on, let's talk about the player of the game last week. Let's talk about Clark. What a performance we saw last week on Icebox, dropping 29 kills, 19 deaths. What does his stats look like this season? What do you got for me, LeBron?
Clark, we got a stats of 168 kills, 200 assists, and the 0.84 KDA. You know, pretty good, pretty impressive.
Clark is a Jet or Rays main, usually plays duelist / entry, and is a one-time Point Park record holder for assists all time. He is considered Ascendant 1 this season and has really showed why he's approved, especially considering we watched his dominance last game. Let's talk about the captain himself, Creep. Creep stats, looking at 226 kills, 72 assists, and a 1.32 KD. 1 kill a game, man. 1 kill per death. That's pretty good, man.
Good.
That's pretty good. He plays controller, and he likes to play Brim or Astra. He's a 4-time Point Park record holder for kills all time, kills in a game, best KD in a game, and assists in a game. That boy is Diamond 2. He's not Diamond 1. He's Diamond 2.
Diamond 2.
Diamond 2.
Still better than me.
And speaking of players, the other player that has really been very well improved this year, the 1.05 KD, Princess Ari, a.k.a. Ari Cass. What do you got for Ari Cass, Bron?
Ari Cass, talented individual. Honestly, one of the best Valorant players I've ever played with.
A.k.a. goes by Coach B on the alt account. So, Ari Cass has 179 kills this year, 45 assists, and has a 1.05 KD. As said, Ari is known to play Sentinel and is more commonly playing Cypher or KJ, considered Diamond 3, and she's ready to play. She's ready to play today. She is locked in,
ready to get the W.
That's all for our players of the week this week. Point Park's favorite map to play on this year is Haven, with 19% pick rate and a 33% win rate. Chris Gall, with the record of the team, is 5-14 all time.
You know, I have a personal favor for Haven. We love Haven and Icebox, two of my favorite maps right there. We don't share that love for Fracture, though.
I feel like each player has a certain map that they really are very performal in. I believe Ari very performal in either Fracture or what's that map called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Hold on.
I don't think it is, because you can't say it.
You know what? You're right. It's between Fracture. I think it's Fracture, to be honest. Fracture is the map for Ari. Ari loves to play Fracture. Same with Creep. Creep likes playing Fracture as well. So I think Creep does a lot more on Fracture than anybody else does.
But the team doesn't care what they like, because we're not picking Fracture.
You don't know that. You don't know that. Fracture has been picked before by Point Park, and it's been a very interesting situation because they actually won. They've won multiple times on Fracture. They've also won multiple times on Haven and multiple times on Icebox. So
everyone's won multiple times on Haven. It's the best map in the game.
Absolutely. And it's the only map that hasn't changed anything.
Why change something that's perfect?
Exactly. Speaking of Icebox, like I said last week, if you were watching that stream, Clark's favorite map is Icebox. Map 1 is Fracture, so I was right.
Guess we're going to Fracture.
And was that a Point Park pick? It was a Point Park pick. I told you.
Point Park pick, Fracture. I'm so honestly surprised.
I mean, Clark and, not Clark, but Ari and Creep really love Fracture together, and they play very well together on Fracture.
Well, if we want the advantage, I'd pick the map that I'm best on, too.
Also, I believe Daystar also does a lot very well on Fracture. The decider looks to be Lotus. So, a map that is not favorited by
iffy but Lotus,
by Creep or any of this Point Park team. And then Haven, being the first map, have the best map for first. I mean, come on. Show off why this map is the best. And every team that we've played so far has really just, like, straight up every team that we've played has picked Haven pretty much. So
I mean, again, it's nothing to complain about.
So it looks like map 1's going to be Fracture. The graphics are a little bit messed up thanks to our producer. Shout out to Nate. Anyways, and then Haven will be the second map, and Lotus will be the decider as shown on the screen. So you just got to switch Haven and Fracture. So hopefully we'll get into the game very well soon. The players look ready. There's Daystar. Let's talk about Daystar. Daystar has been a rookie for he was a rookie last semester, did very well. This semester, he's dropped 88 kills, 55 assists, and has a remarkable KD. Daystar is known to play Initiator/Intel and is most commonly picking Gecko or Breach and is Gold 1. Muzzled Yeti is not playing with us this week because of the whole thing with, classes. When it comes to Point Park Esports, we believe that academics comes first.
I mean, they do. This can only take you but so far. You can't be in here if you can't get your grades right.
Tonight, the main coach that's going to be watching over the team is going to be Kai Serene, who actually recently just got a new assistant coach job with Chris Gall. So, good job for Kai Serene. Now she works here. Now she can never leave.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, she can leave. She's just going to get fired. There's Kai Serene.
She can leave, but why would she want to? Such a great place.
She also owes me pizza. Did I tell you about that?
No, you didn't. I don't think you needed to.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that later. She owes me some pizza. But
you know what you sound like? You sound like that pig off of those memes I've been seeing recently of the oats. That's what you sound like.
I'm getting bullied.
What do you want? Do you want some oats, brother? Is that what you want?
Yes, sir. I want some oats. So, if you already followed on any of our social medias, we like to post on our Twitch, Point Park Esports on Twitch. That's where we'll, not Twitch, but Instagram, my fault. Point Park on Instagram, we like to post our stuff like game days, player stats, player achievements on our Instagram. We also like to post on our TikTok and our YouTube, which we haven't posted on our YouTube lately. And, of course, our Twitter. So, if you haven't already been following, our socials are on the ticker below. So, I'm excited for this matchup. Second best team versus a team that barely is in the playoffs.
Barely, but in it. In it to win it.
Yep. And there's Ari Cass, the one-shot wonder, the magnificent ace maker, a.k.a. Coach B, a.k.a. her. You are him, that is her.
Yeah.
Yep.
It seems like we're taking a little bit of our time here and getting the match started.
Yeah, it looks like the other team might have not have been ready to get in. Oh, Ari's PC froze mid-shot. Unfortunate. So we're having some technical difficulties with Ari Cass. If you look on the whiteboard back there, it looks like there's a little bit of Japanese written on the board. I think that was done by Creep, but there is the four words that should be a big indicator of how tonight's going to go, and that is tonight is about us.
Tonight is about us.
Yep.
That PC is known for its technical difficulties at this point.
Yeah, I swear that PC is like, it's always that third one, or it's the fourth one where Clark is sitting. The PCs just don't work for some reason.
They decide to just give out sometimes,
But that's okay. So we'll take as long as we can to chat about the players tonight. What do you think? What do you think the lineup's going to look like for character wise?
Well, of course we got to have Astra. That's always on there.
Astra for Haven or Fracture?
Astra probably for both. I wouldn't be surprised. We took it for both last game.
Astra is one of the best. Creep's very comfortable with Astra, and I think Astra is definitely going to be played a lot tonight by Creep. What about Clark, Jet, or Raze between the two?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe about it. Maybe a Jet. He's looking a little bit excitable today. You know, he looks like he wants to get in there, dash around. You know what I mean?
I think he might just mix it up tonight. That's my prediction. He's gonna mix it up. Play Jet maybe the second game. Play Raze the first game. You saw what he could do with Jet on Icebox. Jet he's super comfortable with. He has actually one of the best clips on Point Park's Twitch at the moment, with at least like 200 views. I mean, the ace that he had on the, I believe, one of the best games I've seen from him in a while. Princess Ari, I believe she's going to be playing a lot of Cypher and KJ. I honestly think that she's going to play more Cypher though today.
On what is that map? On Haven.
Yeah.
Of course they'll be playing Cypher.
Yeah. And then Fracture, I believe that you're going to play Cypher too. I play Cypher on Fracture, and it works. I don't like
Cypher's just a great sentinel in general.
And then
Killjoy's great too, just not as good.
But my real question is what the comp is going to be different tonight than it is going to be lately, because you don't have the double duelist tonight. You have a single duelist and you have two sentinel players. So maybe we'll see a Cypher and a KJ.
All I'm saying, anyone can be a duelist so you can hit your shots.
That's true, but Mona is a definite sentinel player. She plays a lot of sentinel. So
let me guess, Sage.
No, she plays KJ, plays Cypher.
KJ, Cypher.
Probably
What do we got? What are we gonna get both in the game?
Maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, hey, listen, KJ and Cypher on the same team is gross.
It is. KJ and Cypher lockdown.
Like you can't even enter a site without them knowing. So, and I mean, it's gonna be difficult on 3 sites, like a site that has 3.
Should it really? I mean, KJ on one site, Cypher on one, the rest on another.
Psst, easy money. And then, of course, with Daystar between Gecko and Breach, hear me out. It's Gecko or Breach. He can go either or at this point.
At this point, personally, I think it should be Gecko.
I prefer Gecko on Haven, and then I prefer Breach on Fracture, cause there's that like rock wall that's in front of like A that you could just like. That's really nice. So, and then Lotus is the same thing. I'd probably pick Breach.
Bit iffy with Lotus. I don't know about how I feel about Lotus.
Well, this team does not like Lotus. This is one of the maps they hate the most.
Yeah, I don't know about how I feel about this map.
So if it goes to game 3, I'm not too. I think that Point Park might be at a loss here for map choice. So
I would say B on Lotus. I don't know. It feels like it takes forever to get to another site.
Yeah, and it takes the defenders as much time too. So, I mean, you just got to be quick with it. And if you have a Neon or like a Jet, you can play very fast.
Well, of course, Neon can play very fast. She just starts sprinting.
Yeah, that's true. I'd like to play.
Neon can switch fast. You know.
I like playing Omen on Lotus because you can teleport. And I like playing Omen on Haven because there's 3 sites. You could just teleport around.
Yeah, you know,
if you go to challenge A and then just have everyone rotate over to A site and then just teleport over to C, plant.
Yeah, and we were playing yesterday and you decided to smoke me one time as Omen. Thank you for that.
I got a triple kill off that, by the way.
You did, but you sacrificed me.
That's fine.
When I could have killed one of them.
You'll be all right.
You decided you wanted to play for the KDA, huh?
Yes, I did. Hey, I popped off at the end there. I had like 30 kills.
And we still lost.
Yeah, we did still lose. I tried carrying, but...
Tried carrying? You had to step it up is what you had to do. Was bot fragging the entire game.
How did I get 30 kills?
How did you get 30 kills? Because they just started walking in.
Because I aced pistol round.
There you go. You answered your own question.
I aced pistol round. That's true. Speaking of pistol round, that's the thing that Point Park has been struggling with lately. Have you noticed that like every pistol round, it's like one or two, like the first 2 rounds, they just like drop it. They drop it, and then third round they bring it back.
You know, maybe they should just. It's time to pick up a shorty, run it down.
Sit in the smoke, wait for them to walk into the smoke. Pow.
Oh, it looks like we're starting. Looks like we're starting.
Fracture, baby.
Fractured.
One of
Hideous map.
Not a fan favorite over here for LeBron, but one of my favorites actually. I enjoy Fracture, especially with the zipline stuff.
Every time I look at Fracture, I hope that reactor blows up.
Looks like Creep is going to be playing Brim today instead of Astra. That's a smart move. He usually plays Brim on Fracture anyways. Wow.
Looks Arena.
Wow. Mona's playing Reyna.
Looks like we will be getting that double
Duelist Reyna. Holy. I haven't seen Mona play Duelist in super long time, but I guess we'll see what we're getting at. Raze for Clark. Daystar's going to be playing Tejo. Oh, that's a new pick. Well, not really.
No, it's not. He played it last game.
He played it last game. Ari Cass playing on the KJ makes sense. I prefer Cypher here, but you know that's just me.
Looks like he won't be playing.
Oh, he's playing Breach.
He's playing Breach.
Fair enough. We got Breach, Brim, Raze, Tejo, and KJ. So it looks like we're getting the double Inish versus the double Duelist. Tejo's a strong agent, so
I hate to break it to you. I don't see the double Initiator.
Double Initiator? Tejo and Breach?
Oh, you're talking about on their team.
Yeah. Okay. We have the double Duelist, they have double Initiator. So, we get the KJ pair, the Breach pair, the Brim pair, the Raze pair, and the only things that are changed up is the Reyna and Tejo.
I can already see the reign of alts.
Similar comps, so let's see what we got going on. It looks like Creep is going to be sitting on top of the rope there. Interesting choice. I also like sitting up there as a smoke player, so looks like on A site it's going to be KJ and Brim.
Zipline we go.
And then Reyna, Raze, and Breach are all, or not Breach. Yeah, Breach is going to be on the B site.
Yeah, Ari Cass locking down that site, but does she know they plan to come up from behind?
It looks like they might be going for an A drop attack.
Looks like they're gonna be bait. Looks like they're gonna bait B. Someone's gonna hold it from behind. She's gonna hold that corner, waiting.
We're not a team to usually like to push at the beginning, because we like to play it safe. So, oh, and it looks like the KJ turret has spotted.
KJ turret has spotted.
88 damage now.
We drop the smokes. They play it safe, fall back a little bit, group up.
Looks like Breach is slowly moving over from spawn to the A site to help his team out a little bit, getting a little bit of 3-on-1 action or 3-on-5 action. They're definitely trying to pinch A site, but they have no idea where the other team, where our Point Park Pioneers are. So
looks like Reyna's going on a bit of a mission on her own, you know.
Ari Cass being smoked off. Now on to site is Pudding. Gets flashed immediately. And they are going to successfully plant. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Pudding accidentally killed Lee Dullabine.
Oh, my.
And immediately kills Ari Cass. So a trade nonetheless.
The KJ violence is starting again.
Kushida kills to the moon and back. Mona's first death since she's returned. Lou gets blinded immediately, trying to get Daystar, but Daystar gets a finish on Lou with the Ghost. And Daystar and Clark gets a nice hit with the Sheriff on Pudding. Amelia gets a triple kill. Creep has fallen. And so now it's a quadra for Amanda, or how do you pronounce that name? It's Amanda Ita, I think.
You can just say KJ.
That's true. But it's a 4K for Amanda Ida.
4K. We're starting off spicy.
4K for the Florida International Esports team. And unfortunately, was not able to finish that off. Was, I believe, Clark. Clark could not get the last 2 kills. And they're going to push up immediately fast. Throwing some bombs. Clark going underneath. Clark spots Pudding. gets killed with the... Ooh, Pudding gets another. Pudding gets 3. And now it is a 5v2 situation. Pudding has put on the gas and has eliminated 3 of the Pioneers.
Pudding might be the Guardian.
Killed my bot.
Yeah, with that Guardian, he is extremely well. Oh, Ari Cass gets a nice head tap.
Ari Cass takes him down.
Gets the kill. Lou is going to be
looks like he went on a journey on his own, baiting to B, and looks like they're going to plant A.
Looks like they're going to successfully plant A. Daystar by himself going to flash. Flashes.
Looks like he flashed himself. He moved a little too fast, so to slow down.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't get him.
Flashed himself. Leodola Bean putting his attention elsewhere. Might know that Ari Cass is up top. Ari Cass gets a pick. Nice. Breach falls. Ari Cass getting shot from behind. And can Daystar swing Lue here and get the kill? No, Lue, nice patience on to Daystar.
Imagine if I died right now.
And is not going to be able to get the defuse off. And it looks like Ari Cass is going to fall to the bomb. So that's going to be 2-0. Like I said earlier, they just aren't very comfortable in the pistol rounds. But this is the round that they usually bring it back. The buy round when they have the Vandals. So
we'll see what they do. Hopefully they pull off a little something. You know, they pull something out of their little trick sack.
Looks like we're getting some technical difficulties over here on the projector for us to watch the game. See if we can get the game back up and running, because we'd love to see.
Looks like it's a bit frozen.
Looks like, yeah, we're dealing with some difficulties over there for Point Park, but with the stream and the observer, but we'll see how the game goes with the players. Like the way that their emotions are.
We'll be back in this.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. We're back.
All right.
Look at us. We got the best crew ever.
And it looks like we're pushing B. Florida Nationals pushing B here. A couple people underneath the tunnel. Ledola Bean gets Mona immediately with the Sheriff. Here comes the stun. And
looks like they're all here for this. They want B-site, and they're going to take it by force.
Clark gets a nice kill on Pudding with a head tap at Lue with the trade. Are going to be able to finally put the bomb on B. So it's a 3v4. However, Breach is very low, so maybe they get a pick on Breach. Nice, try to get some good trades. But it looks like they're all going to be sitting up top while they're all in the smoke, not knowing where anybody is. Alarm bot goes off, and Creep gets a kill on Amanda.
But
they know that
back up there.
They know Breach is under here. Breach backs up. Lue gets a nice kill.
Ooh,
gets a
they didn't know.
Creep kills Lila Dolabine. Creep pushing up. And does not get the kill on
Got sandwiched. Yeah. Unfortunate.
Does not get the kill on Pashida. And that finally ends the third round. So the third round going to Florida International. Point Park is down in rounds. They really need to step it up. They need to put the gas on the pedal. They need to do something.
I don't know. I think they just need to get a little bit of their composure, lock in a bit, hit their shots. I'm seeing a lot of they're going for head taps, but they're not hitting.
Not hitting the head taps. Kills for Lue and Amanda.
Oh my God, we got Florida International lined up with the firing squad with the Vandals. They are not playing around.
Here comes the Tejo drone to drone out a site. Which Ari Cass and, of course, Breach are relaxing on. And I believe they may or may not know that they are going to be attacking this A-site main. A-main. Here comes the Aftershock from Daystar. Does not hit anything. Does not deal any damage. So a waste of an Aftershock from Daystar. They're going to be able to plant thanks to Lue and... Wait a minute. Oh, nice kill. Sheeta and Dolabine get Ari Cast and Creep. Both fall. Those are both 2 out of the 3 top players that they have. Clark with a nice kill on Lue. Throws a grenade through the smoke to try to get more kills. trying to get the KJ turret. Amanadita gets a KJ turret with Clark, and Amanadita gets to the moon and back as well. So maybe a triple kill for Amanadita.
Looks like Daystar's gonna back up so he can hold. But does he know she's around the corner?
Raise, push. Oh, a triple head tap, but does not work. Anything pudding just sends him to the heavens. And it's 4-0 Florida International. I don't know. This Florida International team is working very well together. It's Amanadita, Pudding, and Lue that I've seen a lot of lately. I haven't seen a lot of the other players, but those three, they have kind of like a three-man squad, kind of like what we do with Ari Cast, Creep, and Clark. So I don't know. Maybe they're just better and they're getting the stuff in. Pushita has done very well as well with the Teo drone and being an initiator. So looks like another A main push. Here comes the drone. Was able to shoot the KJ grenade. And Pudding is able to go through the smoke. Here comes the turret from Teo.
Checking out sight. He sees there's no one on it.
So grenades come out by... Oh, Pudding gets hit for a lot of damage from the KJ grenade. His 26 health might fall to the death. Lue going to be able to plant, though, successfully. So that's another successful plant on A site. Will Point Park be able to recover in time and be able to defuse in time? To the moon brings out the flash. Amanadita kills Clark. Ari Cass kills Amanadita. Nice little trade. Pudding gets killed by Ari Cass. Ari Cass putting on the tracks, trying to keep it up. Ashita kills Creep. And here comes the Brim ult to stall the time. Breach with a stun. Oh, Little Bean and Pashita get a nice pick. Aricast gets 3, but no, Louis was able to finish off with a nice head tap on Aricast. As unfortunate, Aricast did very well that round, but she needs help from her team.
Team does need to be there. Looks like we're having a bit of a timeout to have a little bit of a conversation out there with the team.
Yeah, Point Park timeout is very well needed. They are 5-0. Normal comps, if they drop to 5-0 in situations, they end up forfeiting. But we're in competitive play, so we do not forfeit. But 5-0 is hard to come back from, especially when it comes to mental. This is Fracture, so this is their map of choice. However, it doesn't look like it's going their way at the moment.
Again, I always said this was a terrible map.
Well,
we should have picked Icebox.
We should have picked Icebox. Fair enough. Also, the comp, it's a little bit of change. They also have to work with the fact that they have Mona on the team now instead of Yeti, so they don't have that strong duelist. They have Mona playing, who is a Sentinel main and doesn't play duelist most of the time. So maybe it's just a comp.
Reyna is an interesting choice for another duelist. I think we may have needed some more less personal util.
Yeah, honestly, if I were Mona, I would have been okay with playing another Sentinel here. This would have been fine. Another Sentinel would have been fine here. And here comes the attacking squad. Creep has pushed up with a sniper. He hits, gets taken out.
Not killed. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, putting with a nice head tap. Creep was trying to be aggressive with a sniper. And it looks like they might be retreating. And
looks like they're gonna fall back to push B.
Aricast, though, sneaks up behind, gets a kill on their breach. Ladola Bean gets killed in the pre-fire, but Brim was able to get the trade. So Aricast falls a 3v5 situation. Oh, wait a minute. Daystar gets spotted, but was able to move fast like Neon to get out of the way. Lue is going to be successfully being able to plant Pudding, gets Daystar immediately. With a nice head tap, and that's unfortunate. Clark by himself, pushing up from behind, is to the moon and back. To the moon and back, gets some damage. Nice pick, gets her first kill of the season. Clark gets a nice pick on Amanadita, and Lue kills Clark, so nice trade, but now it's a 2v1 situation. Reyna pops the ult to the moon and back. Do we see the old Mona. Nice kill. It is just
Honestly,
Mona.
This is where Reyna shines, honestly.
Oh, Lue with a triple kill, but that was beautifully executed by Mona with the ult.
A sliver of health. She could have got it.
That was definitely what we needed. We needed Mona to step it up a little bit. It is 6-0. Florida International leads. We haven't gotten a win yet, but we should be able to get a win here soon. We didn't have the guns for it, and now we do. So we have the guns we're able to capably buy. Mona with really good picks. And I mean, if they win here, it doesn't look like the other team might be able to capably fully buy. Florida National looks a little poor at the moment.
But it does look like they got a few alts saved up.
Mm-hmm. The Teo ult, the Breach ult, KJ ult to get on site. Creep is creeping up at the door. But I don't think they want to go there. I think they want to go B. And it looks like Raze was spotted A main. Ari's going to back up into tower. And wait properly for this team. Here comes the Breach stun. Was able to successfully hit Ari Cass. Ari Cass might be in trouble. And gets, Pudding gets a nice head tap on Ari Cass. Clark gets Ladolavine, though, after the Breach stun. So it's good Breach stun. Brim ult hits by Creep. Creep tries to kill some people. And Creep does get Brim diff right there. Creep gets a nice head tap. Throws a molly to the moon and back. It's Pudding.
Looks like we might get this one.
And Amanda Nita gets...
No, Amanda Nita is coming up behind. He's lurking and he's stalking where you least expect it.
Hold on, though. Pashida is Daystar with a nice kill. Oh, and Creep with a beautiful kill at the end there.
Comes the tail ult. Looks like he gets one. Looks like Clark gets taken out.
I think Daystar... I think they're gonna be able to get it.
Are they able to get it?
Oh no! It's going to be a round for Florida International. Daystar was not able to get it. Nice picks by Creep though.
Nice picks, but looks like the tail ult was able to save.
As unfortunate for Point Park.
Seems like we're rotating a bit slow, and they're taking advantage of that.
Yeah. We also need to notice the fact that the other team. I mean, this is an offensive map, so I don't think that they're done and out just yet. Even though they're like 7-0, honestly, I think the issue is that you keep your KJ by themselves and you're doing a 4v1 situation. Daystar with a stun. Here comes the Robobot by Raze and grenades already thrown. Daystar hits the aftershock, does not get anything, and Creep is waiting at the door. Opens the door, shots fired, but nothing connects. Grenade goes in, Creep gets killed, Amanadita, and Clark gets a nice pick. Ari Cass also gets a nice pick, so it's a 2-for-1 trade.
Looks like they're gonna try and looks like they're gonna fall back, try and push the B. We're gonna sit and spawn for a little bit, decide what they want to do, but looks like overall they're gonna push it.
Ari Cass is backing up into middle, where the spawn is, but I think they are.
Looks like they're gonna try and rotate back to A.
I think Florida International is trying to play a little bit of a default here, as they don't have any intel. I mean, they do have Teo, but he doesn't have drone, and they have no idea what the other team is, so they're going to have to go head first. And I think they're slowly pushing on A. There's a 2-2 situation where it looks like Reyna at the top of the map, trying to sliver over to B, but I think they notice that they are on A. Louis gets a nice pick on Clark. Pushida gets a nice pick on Ari Cass, so it's switched to a 3v2.
Spikes planted.
To the moon and back. Two of them are very low. Pudding is underneath. I don't know if Mona knows.
Unfortunately, it looks like we lost our advantage. I don't think Mona knows at all.
I don't think Mona knows either. And it looks like we're going to get a stun. Pudding. Daystar. Nice pick. Getting Pudding. Both players are very low. However, Lue has a... Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Looks like I don't think they're gonna have enough. Yep, they're not gonna have enough time to defuse.
This is what I was afraid of.
Last player standing.
Nah, unfortunate. And Lue gets a triple kill on Daystar and To The Moon. When you have those ults, when you have Teo's ult, when you have Brim's ult, they're literally using a comp.
They have the distance util.
Yeah, they have the comp to basically deny defuse. You have to make sure that they do not plant. You have to force the fact that they don't plant. You have to force gunfights. You cannot back up. You cannot play retake because they will win. They will beat you all day, every day. So
Looks like the point park is a little poor, a little broke.
They even have the KJ ult to even play here. Florida International has this KJ ult that they could even play reverse retake when they plant the bomb. Yep, there. And it looks like they're going to be trying to pinch B fast.
Can't use that.
Location revealed. Daystar has been revealed. Creep gets a double kill with the Sheriff. Holy, hold on. Louis gets Clark. Creep gets a nice little double kill with the Sheriff. Holy. And now it's a 4v3 situation.
Looks like he pulled out the big iron on his hip, take out a few with him.
Well, he ain't dead yet. He can take another more. It looks like they're trying to see if they can push onto B site again. But I don't think they know To The Moon and Back is sitting in this corner.
They're checking their corners, but they're not sure.
Oh, and here we go. Wait a minute. No, Pudding finds Ari Cass, and it's a death from below. And they're able to... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Daystar might be able to... Here's the ult! Daystar with a nice ult! Creep gets 3. Creep picks up a Vandal. Does he know where the other two are? Teo in spot. He got 4. Creep. Pudding.
Oh.
Nice! And Creep gets an ace. Creep with a beautiful ace after he got hit with the rocket launcher, and he said, "Wait a minute, hold on. I have 4 kills. Let me just head tap you before I die."
I think he accidentally pressed the emo button out there.
He said, "If I'm dying, I'm taking you with me." So, beautiful ace from Creep. I mean, come on. That's what I'm talking about. And now it looks like Point Park is still broke, even after that win. But
we'll just have to get another.
Here comes the breach stun.
Looks like the breach stun hits.
Breach stun hits. Here comes. Oh,
another breach stun. Breach on breach.
Into the moon falls, and Manadita gets the pick. Oh, Ari Cass with a double!
Does he get the triple?
He's using the Spectre. He's using my... Run and gun, baby! Run and gun! Run and gun, baby! Triple kill! That's what I'm talking about! This is my meta, dude. I love doing this. Every time I play, I use the Spectre. Oh, Pashida. Pashida gets the kill on Ari Cass. That's unfortunate, but nice triple kill. Clark, I think, knows Pashida's behind him. And Clark and Creep with the combo. The three stooges. Ari Cass, Creep, and Clark. All getting picks there. Ari Cass, though, with the triple kill. 8-2. We're coming back. Slowly. We understand it now.
They understand it now. They're adapting. They're learning.
They're doing things. They're playing smart. They understand the concept now. They understand the physicality and they understand the aggressiveness of this team, and they're just pushing it out. They're saying, "Get out of here."
Looks like they're gonna rush into the, what's it called, onto A.
Clark gets a kill, but Pashida gets the trade. Creep is 17 health in a dream. I'd use your ult, buddy. You know they're all there.
Placing alarm bot.
I'd pop ult right here. In a way. Oh yeah, here comes the ult. Wait, they're gonna wait to plant. And nothing happens. That Creep's ult doesn't do anything. And Louis is going to be able to plant. And here comes the attacker, Killjoy. And Manadita with an attacker killjoy, basically stalling. Oh, and gets a nice pick onto the moon, but Arcast gets Pashida.
Can they take out the killjoy ult? Doesn't look like it.
Defender killjoy also activated. And Breach uses the ult to destroy the lockdown.
Interesting play.
Arcast gets a nice...
Arcast gets a little bit of revenge. But doesn't look like he's going to be able to defuse in time.
Yeah, no, not now. Yeah.
Imagine if I died right now.
Yeah, the Manadita gets a nice triple kill, nice KJ ult, and nice Brim ult usage.
Manadita seems to be very good at holding that in the hallway.
Yeah, I mean, when you got an AR and you can hold a hallway like that, it's just anything that comes down the hallway, it's dead. So 12 kills from Arcast, 10 from Creep, 8 from Clark, 13 from Manadita, 12 from Lue, 10 from Pashida, and 10 from Pudding. All 6 have double digits so far.
Looks like they're gonna take a push towards B this time. Leave some behind to pick off some of the stragglers on A.
If we win this round, 9-3 curse is in effect, and so is the Point Park way. So, whereas we love comebacks, so
This is where we shine. This is where we shine.
This is where we express our feelings. Clark with a nice pick on.
Spike down.
Yeah, Spike is down. That is unfortunate for Florida International.
Oh, but they pick it up and he runs with it.
Pudding.
He sprints over. Ooh, it's sitting in the smoke.
Ari Cass with the Spectre. She understands the ways. And Amanda Nita. Lua gets a pick on Creep from the flank. Clark trying to get a pick. Nice pick by Clark. Throws a grenade. Trying to get Amanda Nita and Pushita are both stuck in the corner.
Looks like they stuck. They can't go either way.
And I think Clark is getting pushed.
Left.
Oh, pick up the orb. Pick up the orb and just shoot them all.
One enemy
And there goes, oh, Mananita gets the pick on Clark, but Clark kills her with the missile. Oh. And, oh, wait a minute, Arcast sitting in the corner.
10 seconds left.
Arcast!
Takes him down.
The Spectre! Spectre Century, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Took out the Spectre, sent him back to spectating.
That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's a cool thing that you just said. Took out the Spectre, brought him to spectating. Holy. You wonder why I use the Spectre so much. It's so gross when you're just running. You could just run and spray and kill everything. You could play Neon with the Spectre and just obliterate teams.
That's what they do. And I switch to the Vandal.
9-3 curse is in action, and the Point Park way is up in the air. Can we see Florida International fall to Point Park Esports in the first map?
Can we bring this back from the grave is the question.
We just got to win a pistol round, man. We just got to win this pistol round. And the KJ stuff is surprisingly on. Oh, the turret got taken away, and it looks like they're going to have B-Site for free. B-Site has just basically been left open as the turret from the KJ. And Daystar with a nice pick on Louis. So there goes their Brim. Pudding
gets taken out.
Nope.
I mean, Pudding takes out the Moon and back.
Ladolavine gets Daystar, so that's their bottom frags. Amita gets Clark. Creep gets Pushita, though. Arcast gets Amanadita. Pudding kills Ari Cass. That's now a...
Looks like they might be able to defuse.
Nice kill. Oh, and Pudding gets a triple kill. Creep almost had that near the end. 10-3. Florida International still leads by a large margin.
Close, but
no cigar. No cigar. Creep with a nice picks. I think was just too far away from the action. So they were able to get on site pretty quickly though, which was nice.
Well, they left the site open. They smoked the hole. They smoked the right spots they couldn't see. They can't push.
So it looks like.
But looks like we are down in the gun department. We do not have the firearms.
Clark gets hit for a heck of enough damage by that aftershock. Here comes the drone buddy. And the drone just dies. Ari casts underneath the tunnel. Clark in some smoke situation, pushing up. I think they know. Oh, Pudding gets a kill, and that's spiked down.
One enemy remaining.
Lue gets a kill on Ari Cass, and it's just creep.
Oh,
And Lidola Bean gets the final kill. It's a flawless round for Florida International, 11-3. 2 more rounds, and Florida International takes.
Can we bring this back? I think we can.
Looks like Point Park is going to take a time out here, knowing that they are 11-3 and they are at an 8-game differential. Maybe they're thinking about, let's let this game go. Let's go to Haven.
I think they just need to lock in a little bit, you know. Get a little bit. Not everyone's playing their best. Their A game today. Some people are we're a little rusty in some places, but I think we got this. I think we can bring this one home.
Yeah, I think we got this. This doesn't seem to be so difficult. We just have to understand that they are playing operators that are a lot of the times going to plant and then leave because they have the alts, they have the stuff to play reverse retake.
I mean, when you have the
I meant agents.
yeah, the opera. I hate to break it to you, the ops are gone.
No, I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege lately.
Rainbow, disgusting.
Yeah.
Stop talking. You're banned.
I'm banned. Fair enough. It looks like we're getting back into the action. It's like I have no idea what Point Park could do to bring this back. Daystar and
Win.
Yeah, that too. Daystar and To the Moon need to step up their game a little bit, as they are both sitting at 4-3. Where the bottom frag for Florida National has 7 kills and has as many kills as them combined. Ooh, oh, Creep with a nice pick, but Pishido gets the trade.
Seems Pachito is really good at holding this for his teammates.
So looks like they're
But everyone's gonna converge on B.
yeah, looks like they're going to go to B main, where there is nobody on B watching anything, and they are all just merged over to the A site, and it looks like B site's going to be free. They need to plant. Here comes the plant. Oh, wait a minute, Clark. Oh, Clark with a nice kill on Pudding, gets a nice headshot. Clark knows Teo's there, gets a nice headshot on Teo. Pishido dies immediately. Here comes the grenades. And it's now a 4v2 situation. Hold on, wait a minute. Nice. Daystar gets a pick. Amanda Dita gets the trade. And it's now To the Moon, knowing exactly where. Oh, Amanda Nita with the
Taken out.
with the bullfrog.
Phased to the floor a little bit there. Kind of funny. Got the turret. She thinks she's gonna go for the defuse. Oh,
And Clark with a triple kill to end the round. 11-4. They brought it back.
took their head off.
Pow. And they're gone. So it looks like Clark knows what's up. Gets a triple kill and finishes the round. 11-4. Can they do that some more?
Who knows? Looks like that break helped them lock in a bit. You know, cool them off a bit. Maybe they were a bit too hot. Needed to cool down. Ooh, Amanda Dita. I brought out the Odin.
Ew, disgusting. The Odin is
He wants this win.
Odin, disrespectful. Pudding gets stepped back a little bit. The brim smoke comes out. And it looks like they want to converge over to B. However, there is a lot of KJ util on B, so they need to be aware of that. And KJ is also on B with Brim. And they get stunned, Lulu. Aminadita gets killed by Daystar. or Amenity gets the kill on Daystar. My apologies. Daystar.
I mean, to be fair, it's what you expect. Yeah, it's the Odin.
And Ari Cass sitting in the smoke, waiting for them to push up. Knows the smoke's gonna fall, gets a pick, gets 2 picks,
The
nice.
Odin is down.
And the Odin has fallen. Maybe Ari Cass goes gets the Odin. Pudding kills Creep. They're coming from behind. Lue kills to the moon and back.
One enemy remaining.
Clark gets a pick on Pudding. Clark gets the final pick on Lue, and it's 11-5.
Looks like we can come back from this. Look like they're locking in. Look at her out there.
They are
in.
locked in. It's all serious enough. It's all fun and games until you're down for the count. But they're not down for the count yet. And this ain't fun and games. So this is serious talk. This is some serious stuff. Good stuff.
You guys can't see it on stream, but the Nighthawk decided to just dance to Jig next to me. It wasn't good. I'm quite appalled, honestly. Somebody throw a Reina orb in here.
You're just mad because you want Florida International to win.
I don't want Florida International to win. Why would I want that?
But anyways,
PPU power all the way, man.
sounds like the Powerpuff Girls.
We are the Powerpuff Girls. You know, sometimes they lose, sometimes, but you know they always come back for the win.
Lue gets a kill on Daystar. Lue kills to the moon. Lue gets a nice triple. Kills Clark. So now it's a 5v2 situation. Lue has popped off. Hold on. It's now Ari Cass and Creep, though. Ari Cass is on tower. Ari Cass gets a kill on Lullaby, gets Lue. It's now a 3v2. Oh, Ari Cass gets a Mandita with a beautiful wall headshot.
Looks like we're going to be able to plant the spike. Both are low. Can they take it? Can they push it?
But Pudding gets the kill.
Ooh, the ring. Oh.
And Bushido gets the final kill with Sheriff.
Looks like they're going to be able to defuse. They don't know where the spike's at. Oh, they found it.
No, they knew
So
it.
they're going skin shopping.
Yeah, they're going grocery shopping for skins, seeing what we got. But it looks like Florida International is going to be one game away from clearing this up, 12-5.
Going to be at match point. This is a hard one. Can we keep it there? Can we come back for the win?
We got to force buy. Anything that we can buy, we have to. It looks like we are capable of buying full guns. So this is smart. But if we lose guns, we are broke. Ari Cass using the Spectre. We've seen what she can do with the Spectre. And she is lethal. 20 kills, 13 deaths. She has the most kills in the lobby. And it looks like we might be seeing a default push.
Just a bit.
Clark with, alongside him, Daystar on the left, watching the...
Looks like they're going to play a bit slower this time. Ooh, Killjoy has ulted.
Attacker Killjoy comes onto the B site. Lockdown has been destroyed. And it looks like Tejo has fallen immediately. Pudding gets Clark, so there's the trade that we were looking for. Pudding. Ladolabine gets the kill on Creep. Pudding kills Ari Cass, so now it's a 4v2 situation.
Pudding looks like he's popping off a little bit.
And it looks like...
I was about to say the name might be a dessert, but he is not sweet.
Yeah.
And it looks like Florida International is going to take this first round.
13-5, Florida International absolutely dominating Point Park Pioneers. 13-5 on their own map. We will be moving on to Haven here in just a moment. We're going to take ourselves to a break, but what a game from Ari Cass. We saw 20, well, maybe 21 kills from Ari Cass. She did very well.
Very impressive.
Very well on Florida National. Maybe they'll step it up. Maybe they'll understand what they're trying to do. And this team isn't that bad. This team's pretty good for a second.
That bad? You said they were 5-1. What did you expect them to be?
That's true. So we will be putting ourselves into a break. We'll be back in the next 5 to 10 minutes with the next game. What's going on, Point Park Esports? Welcome back to Game 2 for Valorant. We're here to witness glory. My name is Nighthawk, and I'm here with a special guest.
You're here with LeBron, aka him. It looks like we're gonna be moving on to Haven, right?
Moving on to Haven, Florida Nationals pick. A map that everyone is comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with, you don't play Valorant.
I think we need to be on Haven. We might need some divine intervention around here. I don't know.
I think we just need a map that we're comfortable with, especially like Icebox or
Well,
Haven.
you said they like Fracture.
Well, they do. They usually win. But this team is playing post plant, so they didn't know that they were going to play post plant. No one told them.
You know, I think we should do. I think all the teams could do a little bit better with a little bit of film study. You know what I mean? It's time to do a little bit of that. You ever done film study?
I do film study all the time. You know, I'm the reason why most of the teams know the information that they know.
Exactly. It's time for us to do our own film study. You know what I mean?
I didn't do film study this week, and you know what ended up happening? They didn't know what they were playing.
Look at you. You had one job. You didn't do it.
I don't have to film study all the time.
Look, but you didn't film study one time, and look, no recon. That's like Initiator not using their abilities. You gonna initiate with no YouTube? What are you gonna do? Run on the site?
I mean, that's what Jet does. That's what Neon does.
Is Jet an initiator? Is Neon an initiator?
No, but they don't need Intel to run on site. They just run on site.
Yeah, you wanna know why? Because they can move.
That's true.
You know who can't? You.
I can move.
That was terrible. Y'all might wanna just cut us out. That was awful. I'd understand if y'all left after watching that. That was like that hurt my eyes, you know. That was like, you know how you get the purple blind when Reyna throws in her orb? That's what just happened to me when you did that. I couldn't see anything but that. That was
I'm
awful.
getting flamed by this kid. This kid's been on here for what, 2 weeks? Starting to flame me now.
This kid. Whoa.
You're younger.
Calm down now. I am younger than you, Unc. Exactly.
Wow.
You just said you walked into that.
Ari Cast, quote unquote, said that she was building a comp to try to beat Florida International, and she said, quote unquote, she's cooking.
She says she's cooking. Let's just hope she ain't burned the food.
Yeah, we don't like burnt food. You like food though. You don't like burnt food though.
I do like food. You're right. No, who likes burnt food? That didn't make. Do you like burnt food? You look like you burn your food.
Nah, I don't like burnt popcorn. I hate burnt popcorn. Have you ever seen people burn popcorn down in the microwaves?
Again, I don't know who does like burnt popcorn.
There's people that like burnt popcorn, actually.
If you like burnt popcorn, you're strange. That's all I'm going to say. I'm sorry you had to hear it from me, but you're a bit strange.
You're a bit strange for liking burnt popcorn. It's the same thing for liking candy corn as a Halloween candy.
There's nothing wrong with candy corn.
But only liking candy corn, not
Oh,
eating
but
it.
only liking candy corn. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Personally, I think, candy corn should be an all-around year candy,
I like the chocolate candy corn.
Everything doesn't need to be chocolated. You look like you like the chocolate candy corn.
You like chocolate chip cookies, though.
Everyone likes chocolate chip cookies.
So we like chocolate. Chocolate's good.
Chocolate is good.
All right, let's stop talking about food. I'm going to get hungry. Anyways.
You look like you get hungry. It looks like we got the Omen. You talked about Omen earlier,
Omen on this map is aggressive.
Ooh. We got a Jet 2 double cipher. I'm just saying, if you run Haven and no cipher, what are you doing?
You play on C and you just sit there for the rest of the game.
Look, we got the secret fade. Oh,
yeah, Creep playing Fade.
That's a rare one. That's a rare one right there. Fade.
Hey, listen. Taking a play out of used to play here Izzy's book, playing Fade and playing Odin, just playing with an Odin. That's it.
Looks like they. Oh. All right, we're back. Looks like they might pick up the Sova. We went against Sova Cypher on this map last game, didn't we?
Yep.
There was also a Jet there too.
Yeah, it was, and they have a Breach and an Omen. Looks like we have a Breach. It's going to be a Raze double initiator comp for both teams. The Sova Breach and then Breach and Fade.
Looks like we're going to bring in a Clove for this one.
Yep, Clark said that he was going to play Clove, considering he balled out last week playing Clove on Icebox.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
So, And then To the Moon and Back is playing Cypher. So, yay, we get to see Mona on her original role. Because she should be playing Sentinel. So, I like the double initiator comp. It works. It looks like, though, they're going to try to play very fast and very aggressive. And it looks like Point Park is going to be playing fast and aggressive.
I mean, it looks like, I mean, we gotta, it doesn't look like when they get on point, it doesn't look like we're able to, I mean, on site, it doesn't look like we're able to take it back very well, you know?
Yeah, and that was because last round they were playing post-plant. So they were just planting and then leaving.
They're not anymore.
What is going on?
They're having a bit of trouble with their little tripwire there.
Yeah, it looks like the tripwire doesn't work that way anymore. Interesting. The main tripwire that we see on for flanks of A. There's a tripwire on A. Looks like there's going to be at least one middle, one lurker, and 4 going A. So here we go.
Looks like they're going to play a bit of a default.
Looks like
they might be pushing Garage. They're thinking about it.
Garage is a good poke.
Oh, he's firing.
Clark trying to get some picks.
They
here.
might rush C, looks like.
They're going to go C.
Yep, looks like they're going to sprint on to C. Looks like the team is rotating a lot faster than last match. But they're going to smoke that hallway. Oh, ooh, Cypher taken down. Clark, can you get another? 22 health. Ooh.
Putting gets Daystar. And Sova gets
had a bit of a collision there.
Get out of the traffic. Get out of the way.
Ooh. Get out the way.
Creep gets a double.
Double.
The hidden fade. And Creep gets a triple. Creep gets a quadra. And Creep, with the final blows, they win the pistol round. And this is what I'm talking about. If they can win a pistol round, we already know that they're gonna win it all.
Looks like we should have picked. It looks like we should have picked Haven first.
Yeah, it looks like Creep with the switch of the initiator is going crazy right now.
He has a lot more vision. He can see what's going on.
He can go crazy. And Clark has switched over to the controller,
He's playing a lot like I do when I play Fade. You know, just go on adventures so you can pick off.
That makes sense. It looks like we're going to be able to buy a few Bulldogs, a Spectre from Arcast.
Fade is an initiator, but Fades are known to be pretty selfish with their util.
Stealthy as usual. Here comes the Breach stun. Creep gets stunned immediately. And they're going to be pushing. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the... Oh, here. Wait a minute.
The Prowler goes out. He couldn't shoot it.
Creep gets
Creep
Lue.
takes down Lue.
Yeah, oh, wait a minute. And Daystar gets a nice kill on the bombs.
Oh my god.
Arcast kills Pudding, and they're just being aggressive. Holy, this is a different Point Park team than we just saw earlier.
They are not holding back anymore.
They are done talking. This Florida national team needs to go down. Pushita gets immediately just denominated. Arcast. And Manadita gets a kill, though, on Clark. To the moon and back. Nice finish on Manadita, the Cypher diff.
Oh my god.
2-0 Point Park. They are just saying, oh, second team, huh? Second team best in the division, huh? Who? Who they?
They are locking in this match. They are locked in.
And Mona returning back just said, let me just finish this round real quick. Hold on, let me just poo with a ghost to end it. Cypher diff. I'm calling it. It's a Cypher diff.
Calling it Cypher diff?
Yeah. So 5 kills for your boy Creep. Has not died. But knock on wood that he doesn't die this round. Being able to buy is the Florida International team. They're going to really go fast. They're very much pushed in. Clark is sitting in the smoke. Clark gets immediately killed.
Just taken out.
Clark gets Pushita though. A little Dolabine.
Oh, the Cyphers are fighting each other again. Ooh, you got a little bit of a head tap there.
Cypher to the moon and back is extremely low. And Daystar pushing into garage with to the moon and back. They have to go get the diffuser. because it is a 4v4 situation. More like a 4v3, because To the Moon and Back is just like dead at this point. Oh, and here comes
the good.
Mananita. Ari Cass gets 2.
Ooh.
Ari Cass was the nice. Oh, Daystar gets it 1 on Lue.
We might get the defuse off, and looks like we're gonna get it.
Remaining.
And Ladola Bean gets a triple and gets a quadra, but Point Park with the defuse, and it's 3-zip. Point Park to start it off.
Point Park is not looking to lay down this game.
They are ready, and Ari Cass might have been cooking. Ari Cass might have had something up her sleeve. She knows what's up. She knows how to play this game.
She looked like she laid down something. She laid down the map, and we're following it.
She's on fire. She understands it now. In the words. So here's the breach, son. Amanita is.
Cypher, you knew that was coming. How'd you get hit by that one?
Mananita is like, they're not gonna do it every round. Yeah, we are. The hell? Here comes Creep. Oh, here comes the aftershock. Oh,
Dang.
and Creep gets immediately killed. Ladola Bean. Daystar gets a kill on Ladola Bean though with their grenades. So back-to-back util kills. Haven't seen that one before. Oh, it gets slammed by. Oh, hold on. And Manadita. Clark with a nice headshot through the wall. Holy macaroni. And now it's a 4v3, 4-point Park. They are ahead. And it looks like Pashita's going to be able to plant on C. But they don't have the plan of basically just sitting back and... Oh, Pudding gets To the Moon. Clark gets a kill on Pudding.
So we'll put that bow down.
Oh, Pashita puts the bow down and gets a kill on Clark. And now it's between Lue and Ari Cass and Daystar both on site. On Ari Cass, wait a minute. Teleported Lue.
One enemy.
Nice, Ari Cass gets the pick. Daystar going to.
Looks like are we gonna get the defuse off? Don't know. And we get it.
Nice, and Ari Cass finishes it off with a nice kill. Daystar, a sliver of health, was able to defuse that spike. Holy, we are locked in, and that's what I'm talking about. Florida International with their first timeout of the game, and you know what happens in basketball, in football, in any sport. If a team takes a timeout from just basically winning from a quarter to basically just losing in the second quarter, you know, that's huge.
Looks like they started playing it a bit easy. They thought it was easy work. It looks like they found out there's something different going on here.
Oh yeah, no, it looks like Point Park is understanding it now, and it's all about us tonight. So, but I love this comp. This comp is really fun.
This comp is interesting. I was talking about Fade earlier.
I love the fact that Fade, Clove. We need to add Clove into the comp more. We need to start removing Brim because Brim is just old. Brim is starting to get old. I'm sorry, but in comp-related situations, Brim is just good on like one map, and that's it. Clove is extremely good, and Astra is extremely good, but you need to know how to play Astra, and Creep knows how to play Astra.
Surprised that we haven't seen Astra, actually.
We need to play Cypher more often, because Cypher and KJ are part of the meta, and we also need to start playing a double initiator situation, because every time we play double duelist, double duelist is not the comp at the moment. The meta is double initiator, and we need to start playing double initiator because it's working. So, but 4-0, Point Park leads in the beginning, and it looks like they might be rushing A. Ladola Bean is extremely low after the grenades, I believe, from Daystar, so... It's so weird to see Daystar on a duelist.
It really is.
Because he usually plays Initiator, but I guess because it looked like Clark, Creep, and Daystar all decided to just change roles. Pashita is using the drone to drone out C to see if it's clear. Looks clear enough, but I don't think he checked back sight. And they're going to be able to take C for free. They didn't need to check back sight because back sight was completely free anyways. Clark with the Molly does not affect. And Manita is pushing behind. Clark doesn't know that Mananita's behind. Lue gets the kill. Clark is using the ult. And Arcas gets the kill. Clark gets a nice pick. Pudding gets a triple kill. Pudding gets a quadra kill on... And Ari Cass gets finished off by Lue, but a quadra kill from the Jet. And Pudding was eating. So they were all going through that tunnel on Garage, and it just ended up being disaster for Point Park. 4-1, Point Park still leads by 3. This match is definitely better than what we saw on Fracture.
Definitely. It looks like everybody is locked in and ready to play this match. Looks like that, but it looks like that timeout is what they needed to get back into feeling it.
Oh wow, Ari Cass is actually playing Breach. That's crazy. They changed their whole comp around. Oh, yeah, Creep with
playing a different character.
Creep with a nice pick on Pudding, but Ladolabine gets the trade. Nice little wall shot. Was able to kill Creep with the snipers and shutting him down. And it looks like Breach is also very low, so they don't have heals, so they can't do anything about it. Amandanita is pushing up on B, uses the wall, but doesn't know that Clove is around the corner.
Clove looks like Clove is gonna smoke. He wants him to walk through.
Yeah, and it looks like they're also trying to push in Garage.
They're gonna get that. They're gonna get that tripwire there.
Ooh. Nice. Ari Cass knew exactly where she was.
Nice head tap.
Where Ladola Bean was coming from, and was able to get the head tap. Clark takes a bunch of damage by Amandanita through the smoke. Here comes the camera from the Cypher. Wait a minute, to the moon and back with the pistol. Left. Watching Garage, and has Daystar to follow up. Ari Cass gets the pick on Amandanita, so it was a perfect distraction. Clark is sitting in the smoke, gets a nice head tap. No, doesn't finish the job. Lue can't get it out to the moon and back, gets a nice kill with the pistol. And out to the moon and the back has...
Looks like this match, it looks like this is going to go to Point Park.
And Pashida with a double, but isn't going to be able to finish the job as the stun comes out from Ari Cass, and she leaves. And it's 5-1 Point Park. That was beautifully done. Beautifully done, understanding the time.
Looks like the Point Park is going to go for the firing squad. Vandal's ready.
Vandal's at the ready. You may begin.
They're going to ready, aim, and fire.
Arcast not buying full shield. Buying regen shields.
Seems to really like the regen shield.
I mean, it regenerates your health, and it can regen as many times as I think possible, or it just has a meter to do it. Either way, it's very useful, and it can pretty much give you 50 health if you live, or 50 shield if you live.
Looks like we're gonna try and push B for once.
Clark gets a pick on Pashida. A nice pick with the Phantom. Little change of weaponry instead of a Vandal. Mananita pushing through Garage. There's a lot of smokes going on. Ari Cass gets the kill on Pudding. And that was a beautiful pick. And it looks like they're going to be planting B. Oh, Ladola Bean. Ari Cass gets oh, and it's going to be a finish up. Clean sweep for Point Park. 1 kill, and it leads to 3.
I'm getting a little confused. Both teams seem to be playing a little bit down on the maps that they picked.
Maybe we should have flipped. Interesting. But I mean, yeah, Point Park is so comfortable with Haven. They understand Haven so well, and they understand how to build a comp around it. Ari Cass, 11-3, has been very impressive so far, and has been very impressive all series. Looks like they're going to try to push C fast.
So they're fast pushing. They're tired of walking.
They're tired of walking. And here comes the Jet. Here comes the Jet. Ladola Bean kills Clark through the smoke. And Pashida kills to the moon and back, so they play it very aggressively. And Ari Cass, Pudding is pushed up very far. Ari Cass kills Pudding. Daystar kills Ladola Bean. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Those two were pushing up very far out, and now they're both dead. That's unfortunate for the Florida International team. And Mananita sitting in garage. Going to push probably the garage stairs. Louis sitting behind the box, waiting for the defuse to happen. Daystar gets picked off. Creep gets Louis. Creep gets killed by a Mananita. Ari Cast. Wait a minute. They seem to find Ari Cast. No, they do. They were able to wallbang Ari Cast. I thought Ari Cast was able to get the diffuser off.
Almost. He was close.
Almost. So close, but looks like Point Park's going to lose that round. It's going to be, what was it, 6-2?
6-2.
6-2. I mean, we've already taken half the round, half the half, as you should say it, because they'll switch to attacker side next round. So, but yeah, no, 12 kills for Ari Cast. She's been on fire lately.
Looks like we're playing a lot more serious this match.
Clark, gets some damage done. Gets wall banged still. Clark is hurt. Here comes the Prowler from Creep. Does not spot anybody middle. Might have to do it again, though. Looks like they might be rotating over to A.
They're going to make a hard... Yep, they're going into a hard rotate towards A.
Yeah, and
Cypher's going to hold behind.
And they're playing it. They're playing it fast. And in the smoke, Jet goes. They are on site. Oh, and unfortunately, Daystar was getting picked off. Pudding gets the pick. And so the moon and back is up top. And we see a pick from To the Moon and Back. Clark is low as well. Oh, and Mananita comes around the corner, gets Clark, but Ari Castle with the trade. Pudding gets Ari Cass, so it's now Creep. Pudding gets a triple. Lulu gets the finish on To the Moon and Back, and it's
like attackers win.
And it's a back-to-back round win for Florida International. They're stepping it up a little bit.
They're stepping it up. They're stepping it up.
They're playing fast rotations, so the Point Park needs to be fast on their rotations. They need to stay put. They need to stop rotating together. At the same time, they need to stay put because they're just playing default. They're just waiting for you to rotate so they can rotate to something else. And if they notice that they can't take a site, they're going to leave. So let's see what happens here. Pudding pushing up on to C, and Pudding gets Clark. Oh my goodness, through the smoke. Clark was just out in the open. Pudding was able to finish it off, and this might be an issue for Point Park Esports because they have to push into a 5v4, and they're all on spike. So. And Mananita is middle, being the lurker. Point Park should know that Mananita is middle because the amount of times that a Mananita has pushed up and To the Moon and Back and Ari Cast fall immediately. Daystar gets a pick with the Spectre onto the Dolabine. Pudding gets Creep and a Mananita from behind kills Daystar. That's a triple round win for Florida International. Point Park Esports is still 6-4? 6-4?
6-4.
Yeah.
Looks like Florida International is locking back in.
6-7.
They took a little bit of a break, but they flew back now.
Yeah, 13 kills for RCast, 12 kills from Pudding, and 10 kills from Ladolabine. So the Point Park players need to step up a little bit, help RCast try to secure this bag. But they have some ults, but so does the other team. The ults are live and active. They need to use them. They have 2 rounds left. And here comes the Dark. Was able to shoot out the Omen ult. And Daystar is butchered. Needs to get out of there. Manadita gets Creep. Here comes Pudding with the
planted.
with the knives, sitting into the smoke, gets hurt a little. Clark kills the Dillavine. Clark kills Lou. Pudding kills Daystar. Amanita kills to the moon and back. Arcas kills Pudding. It's a 2v2 situation.
One enemy remains.
And Amanita gets a triple kill. Clark by themselves. And 4 kills for Amanita. They need to know that Amanita is always going to be lurking and always going to be rotating behind them.
That's what ciphers do
When they go C. So they need to be aware of that. They need to be watching their backs. At least having 2 people watch their backs at all times when they're trying to push. And they also need to stop giving up C for free. They need to stop giving C up for free. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
Play honestly, but looks like they're going to try and rotate A.
Yeah, it looks like they might be trying to go.
But they might be trying to go B. Don't know.
They might be trying to
They might be doing a little bit of a default.
10 kills for Amanita has hit the double digits this round. Amanita gets flashed or stunned immediately by the breach, which being Ari Cass. So it looks like the couple of the players. Clark is rotating behind them. Hold on. Clark 2, Clark 3. Clark with a triple kill, pops the ult.
Well, looks like they might run.
Oh, and couldn't get the extra kill. Ladolabine gets a triple as well, but that's beautiful picks from the Clove. They need to pop the ults. They have 2 of them against none. Jet and Breach don't know where to go.
It's hard to pop Cypher ult if all the bodies are in their spawn.
Yeah, but I think Cypher might be able to.
They're gonna looks like they're gonna do a quick rotate towards C.
Yeah, quick rotate towards C, but that doesn't mean anything. You got Breach ult. You have the Cypher ult.
30 seconds.
Grenade goes out by Daystar.
Satchel out. Spike planted.
And Arcas is rotating back. Cypher is with Pudding. Pudding to the moon and back. They're in a bit of an issue. Here comes Arcas. All gets Pudding. They're both blinded. To the moon and back. Gets killed by Pudding though, but gets the kill on the Dolabine. Pudding kills Daystar. No, that was. Pudding gets a triple kill on the fast movement of Jet, and it's now 6-6. They've dropped 4 rounds in a row. Hopefully the mental isn't gone completely, but we've switched to attack. So Point Park is on attack, and now we have defense for Florida National.
I think we can pick this up.
We've done
We need the team from the first 6 rounds back.
Yeah, if we can get the team from the first 6 rounds, we can go 12-6 right here and go to OT. Go to OT. That's fine. Go to game 3. Game 3.
Unfortunately, game 3 map is a little nasty.
Yeah, but game 3 map is disgusting.
But unfortunately, we're gonna have to try and get there.
Oh, Pudding with an extremely nasty headshot with the Sheriff. Clark is in trouble. Clark is very low, but gets a nasty headshot on Creep, and there's nothing they could do about it. Dolabine being B-site. Pudding is at 7 health. Clark kills Pashida. Hold on, Clark is in sight. How the... And Clark is out of sight. Dolabine finds the kill. Pudding kills to the moon and back with being 7 health. Daystar is also on site. Ari Cass finishes off Pudding with 13 health. And, and Daystar falls immediately to Dolabine. Oh, Ari Cass stunned. There's nothing really they can do. And, yeah, Amanda gets the final kill on Ari Cass. 7-6. Florida National takes the lead for the first time this game. And it's a little troublesome because they've lost 5 rounds in a row. So I might want to suggest maybe after this round, hit a timeout. That's just me. I'm not the coach.
Looks like Pudding bought himself a march, so he's ready to hit somebody.
Yeah. I don't know. Pudding's been very well Very,
Pudding's been pretty good with them head taps, actually.
yeah. It looks like they're doing a little bit of a default. Here comes the stun from Aricast. And doesn't react on it. Doesn't do anything with it. Clark. Clark gets immediately head tapped by Lou. So Omen with a nice pick. And Ari Cass knows that Lou's in there with the pick. And Lou, they're just going into garage and killing themselves.
We're getting funneled down. Why do we keep going in there?
Why do we keep going in the garage? Two of our best players just fell for the same trap, and Lou is still in there.
Is Creep gonna follow? Is history doomed to repeat itself?
I swear, if you do the same,
Look, he's checking the right side. He's gonna try and walk in, and he taken out just like the rest.
Oh my goodness, Creep!
Dive one.
Why did we all just do that? Why did we just do that?
One enemy remaining.
Pudding gets a nice kill on Daystar,
Spike down, C.
and it's to the moon and back in a 5v1 after the return. Yeah, man,
I don't know why we funneled in the garage like that. It doesn't feel like we want to win if we're making plays like that.
Why is it gone down 6 rounds?
I hope we haven't given up out there. We still got a chance in this. I've come back from worse.
6-8 situation. It was 6-0 at one point. Point Park was ahead, and now they've given up 6 rounds in a row to Florida International. So they need to step it up a little bit. It looks like To the Moon and Back needs to buy. Hold on. Why isn't she buying?
A little broke.
She's at 4,400. She should be able to full buy here, but I don't think she bought.
It might be going for might be trying to get one. It might be trying to save for an Odin or an op.
Trying to save for the op. Hold on a second. They might be going a full B push, and they are capable of pushing B
They're
here.
gonna plant.
Nothing with the aftershock. Daystar kills Bashida. Nice pick. Gets a nice little headshot through the smoke. Creep is blinded. He's getting traced by Lou. To the Moon and Back is still in spawn. Oh my gosh, Lou gets a nice, To the Moon gets a nice headshot with a pistol on Lou. And Amanadita kills Daystar. It's a 3v2 situation, 2v1 situation. Creep gets the final kill. It's 7-8. Here we go. All right, after a 6 round deficit, they finally broke the streak.
Looks like we're locking back in. We're locking back in. We're getting back into it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it well.
Yeah, I have no idea why To the Moon and Back didn't buy. Because they're not buying a operator. So
looks like they wanted to save a bit that round so they can maybe buy one next round. Don't know.
Maybe. Who knows? Our cast does not have creds. So
maybe that's what they wanted to avoid.
So that's unfortunate for them. To the Moon and Back is kind of just chilling back while the team pushes.
They know Lou is gonna be right here.
Ladola Bean gets Creep immediately. Headshot City.
Hit with the stun.
Ladola Bean kills Clark as well and gets Ari Cass. Are we serious?
We're getting funneled down.
10 health and a dream.
Got Lou.
Daystar gets the lurker. Clark. Oh, Pudding is behind them. And To the Moon. Hold on. To the Moon gets Pudding. Nice pick. They don't have Spike though. That's an issue.
Spike is stuck on B. What's it called? Spike is stuck on B, and it doesn't look like they can try, but I don't think they're gonna be able to get this one back. No smokes.
It's an issue. Daystar. Well, they do have smokes. They have Clove still.
Oh yeah, and they have Cypher.
Yeah, Cypher still has the smokes.
Looks like they're gonna send out the
dart. They have
They do have vision now.
They do have vision.
30 seconds left. Out of charge. Last player standing. Spike down B.
And nice. Daystar gets a pick. And Daystar couldn't get the finale, but now it's 7-9 Florida International. going back and forth with wins now.
What's going on, guys? Come on, we gotta lock in a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta lock in a little bit. I don't understand why we keep funneling in the same spot. Like, it's just, it's annoying in a way. But,
Quite strange, dude.
yes.
Funneling in is, I don't think that's the way to win this match.
Yeah, you can't funnel like that. Look at the beginning of the game. It went from going 4 rounds, losing 1, and then winning 2 to being 6-1 to straight up giving up 6 rounds. That's ridiculous.
It's like we're giving them up for free.
Yeah, and it looks like we're on site now. Hold on, Daystar above. Daystar gets a nice headshot pick, but it's 4-3 situation. Ladolabine gets a triple kill. You need to kill Ladolabine. You need to do not die here.
Last player standing.
Ladolabine gets a quad kill,
And sight is back down on
To the Moon gets a nice pick on Pashida though.
It doesn't look like he's gonna get it.
Yeah, Ladolabine's going to get the final kill. It's going to be an ace. I would suggest a timeout. Please timeout right here.
Don't think they're gonna time out. I think they're just gonna play this one out.
Come on, timeout. You want to win. I know you two. I know this team wants to win. There's a Muzzled Yeti in the background, by the way. He has just entered the chat. And it looks like 24 kills for Ladolabine, 20 kills for Pudding. And most of them have just been either lurking or sitting into a certain area where we just funnel in and get ourselves killed.
Omen is not leaving that garage. He's there in the same spot every time.
Yeah.
We don't seem to like getting them though.
And he's always in a different angle too.
That's how you play.
Why don't we just flash him and then go in there?
No, you're not wrong. We stopped using our util.
Careful here. Bring them down.
Oh, and yeah, and Lou gets a kill. Lou gets a double. Man, oh my god. Really?
Funneled.
Are we serious? Like, what are we doing, guys? 7-Eleven, Florida International.
That's your favorite type of pizza right there. You know.
Yeah,
Love
I
you some
guess.
7-Eleven pizza.
That's Papa Allen's, to be honest, is my favorite kind of pizza.
I don't know. I've seen 7-Eleven a little more.
Oh yeah, that's because when I'm broke, that's all I can afford. But
Don't know what that play was. We gave that round up.
what are we doing? What are we doing?
We gotta stop pushing garage. This is not working.
Yeah, we need to stop doing that at all. Why haven't we gone
It
A?
looks like we're going right back. Straight back in the garage. Looks like we're gonna kill
There we
Luke
go.
this time though.
There we go. There we go. We've done it now. And it looks like we're going to be successfully able to plant this.
We're finally gonna plant on site. This has been a while in the making. Can we hold it?
This
I
round.
hope so.
Oh, here comes Pudding. Maybe Pudding will follow. Creep yells Pudding.
Take it out.
Yeah.
Sova's the only one left. Pochita, can he do it? Looks
Yeah.
like Pochita might just back up and save though.
Yeah, no, Creep's coming around the corner.
They're closing in.
Scanning ahead.
I don't think Pashida knows that Creep's behind him.
He doesn't.
Creep is creeping. Creep is slowly creeping.
I think he's just looking for any kills he can get.
Gets the kill on Ari Cass, but Clark finishes him off. 8-11. We've brought a round back, but we've gone 3 straight rounds where we've just
Looks like
basically
Cypher got
funneled.
taken out.
Yeah.
Looks like she's gonna have to rebuy.
No, seriously, we've gone like 3 rounds where we've just basically just funneled into a spot and just getting just destroyed. We need
They
to
did it again
stop.
for a 4th time, but they somehow made it through this time, I guess.
Yeah, I mean they have an idea how to do it. It looks like they're gonna go see 25 kills for Ladolabine. Ladolabine has been very impressive this series. But don't count out Ari Cass, who has basically been the kill leader for Point Park all this entire series so far. And And Amandita, our cast is blind, and Clark.
See what's going on. Oh, the spike is down.
Spike is down. Pudding kills Creep. Amandita kills to the moon. Here comes Pudding with the ult.
They know Pudding's coming behind with the ult. No, they don't.
And it looks like Pudding was able to finishing off. It's 12-8.
Looks like it's match point. Can we stop this?
I'm not sure if we keep funneling in like we have been doing. We're not going to win anything at all. And this is really unfortunate for us here at Point Park to witness this. But let's see. Let's see here. Let's see what's going to happen. Looks like they might be going for a default. Something that they should have been doing. And it looks... they're going to go for the thing where Clark... Oh, nice pick. There we go. Lou is dead. Lou is dead. All right, so we got the guy that's just been peeking. And Amandita gets already cast. Clark kills Ladolabine. Nice pick from Clark. Pudding
Heading up behind again.
Have one of these.
And Amandita kills Creep.
Last
Oh,
player
Pudding gets a
standing.
kill. Pashida gets the final kill.
It looks like that is going to be the game.
And that's going to be a 13-8 victory for Florida International. They win the series 2-0. And that's it for the regular season for Valorant.
That is.
So, if I'm truly correct, if it was for Central Michigan, if Central Michigan loses tonight, Point Park is 6th, and they make playoffs. If Central Michigan wins, and then they win tomorrow, Central Michigan is in, and Point Park is 7th and out of the playoffs. So, hopefully, we'll see a big L on Central Michigan, and we'll congratulate the Valorant team on their playoff run. But, yeah, next week we won't be seeing Point Park Gold play. They're on a bye week because they placed second in their division. And so they'll get the bye week, so we won't see Point Park Gold not next week, but the week after on Monday at 7. And then if Valorant makes the playoffs, we'll see you guys next Wednesday for another Valorant stream. So, playoff contenders there. And we'll hear Friday if Point Park Green actually made playoffs. If they are in playoffs, we'll actually see you Monday for their stream as well. So, let's see if we can get an interview. We will be back with a break. No interview? All right. Well, we will be leaving you then. We will be leaving you with the message of congratulations to the Point Park Gold team. Congratulations to all the teams this season. And we'll see you maybe Monday, next Wednesday.
We'll see you. That'll be all for tonight.